welcome back to JM Football, and welcome back to another edition of Roster Roulette. Last time we did the NFC East, and today we're going to the opposite conference in the AFC East. Oh boy, I think this is going to be an interesting one. Lucas, you're under center.
Hello.
What are the rules?
The rules are, there's going to be 4 rounds. The first 2 rounds, we're going to spin a wheel with 5 years, 2020 through 2024. The third round is going to be 19 through 15, and the fourth round is going to be 14 through 2010. The way it is going to work is you are going to list the quarterback with the most passing attempts for that team, the running back with the most rushing attempts, the 2 receivers with the most targets, the tight end with the most targets, one of the top 5 O-linemen by games started, and then for the flex, it can be any offensive member of the team. 1 point if you get the player right. 3 points if you're the only one to get the player right.
Shout out to the comments. We had a good suggestion. A, the name, as we said last video, but B, going by rushing attempts, targets, so that way there's no confusion about, a slot receiver who doesn't start.
You know, I've always said that the comments are actually the executive producer of this channel.
Alrighty, spin the wheel of the 2020s.
We want an early Jets.
The year is going to be 2022.
Semi-recent, okay.
And then the team.
Don't be Patriots.
Bills, Dolphins, Dolphins.
Don't be Pats. Don't be Pats. Don't be Patriots.
No Pats.
Patriots! Fuck. We are doing the 2022 New England Patriots.
Well, guys, this is going to be a very interesting video towards the end of it. The 2022 Patriots. Okay, so
that's so bad.
Yeah, holding on to the Patriots for the 2010 to 2014.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, would have been great.
Nice.
Keyshawn Butte.
He's not there. Yeah, there are certain guys I have that I'm just not sure are there at that point, whether they're too old or too young.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of guys that I'm like, they're in this 3-year window. They were around there.
All right, I think I'm good.
So we are going to be starting at quarterback. I believe you guys all could have gotten this one. He was definitely the starting quarterback with 442 attempts. We've got Mac Jones.
Yes.
Who do you guys have?
Mac Jones.
Yes.
Mac. All right, you all get 1 point. Bailey Zappi was the backup there.
That's my flex.
He is
I
also.
flexed him.
No way!
We all
flexed Bailey Zappi. Nice.
That's hilarious.
And Lucas talking about him being Joe Judge being the quarterback coach unlocked Bailey Zappi.
So we all got our flex out of the way too, both quarterbacks. Good job knowing the quarterback room.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Alrighty, running back. We have a definite lead back. He had twice the attempts of the second back. It's Ramondre Stevenson.
Awesome.
All on the board, okay.
Everybody had him?
Yes.
Fantastic. Good job, guys. Okay. So the top receiver by targets with 96 targets, Jacoby Myers.
I have Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby
Good
Myers.
job, guys. I put Juju, and I think I'm a year early.
And I think I'm a year early for my wide receiver too, which is really funny.
Juju is not on the roster.
I think he's on the Chiefs at this point.
The number 2 receiver here by targets, not by starts, Nelson Aguilar.
So
He ran through my. I really thought about him for like a while.
the names I had written down were Kendrick Bourne was my 2, but debated Juju.
Bourne was what I was
and
trying to think of.
Nelson
for a while.
Aguilar was the other name I had debated.
So nobody has Nelson Aguilar?
Was Kendrick Bourne on this team or no?
So it was Myers, Aguilar, Byrne, Devontae Parker.
I
BBD.
wrote Devontae Parker.
So we both had 3 and 4, not number 2. That stinks.
BBD and I
GG's.
both put Devontae Parker.
Okay.
Tough. What can you do?
Yeah.
Alrighty, moving on to tight end. He actually had the 3rd most targets on the team behind Jacoby Myers and Ramondre Stevenson. It's Hunter Henry.
Good. I have Hunter Henry. We all do.
Everybody's got Hunter Henry?
Debated Jonas.
Yes.
A little
Penik, you
bit.
got to let me know, baby.
Yes, I have Hunter Henry.
Okay. Alrighty, moving on to O-line. There's 5 potential answers here, so I'm going to let you each list who you have.
I have Michael Onwenu. I can't say his name right.
Onwenu.
Yeah.
Michael Onwenu is correct.
So we each got 1. Beebs?
I was really hoping Andrews was still around.
Well, David Andrews could be the center. It's close.
David Andrews is correct.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Beebs.
Hell
Since
yeah.
he's the only one who
Unique
got
answer.
him, you got 3 total
that's
points
awesome.
for that one. That brings you in the lead.
I really did not think he was still kicking.
We've
One of
already
his last years, probably.
We've already done flex. Y'all got a point for Bailey Zappi. So at the end of one round, in third place, we have Justin Penik with 5 points.
Yep.
Second place, Dalton Feely with 6 points.
Yep.
And then first, with that big 3 at the end, we have BBD.
Love it. Hey, we just got at least 5 in terms of positions right. That's awesome.
Good work, guys.
Well, unfortunately, what we were worried about as far as getting a recent
Yeah.
Pats team wasn't so much about the now.
It's now about the later.
Probably can name more defensive players, to be honest, than offensive players.
Now we're later.
That was a dark
Mid-candy.
That was a dark Pats team. That first year of Patricia and Judge at the helm.
This was Bill Belichick still.
This is the last.
No, but that was a dark
Pat-
offensive
they're still
team.
together. Yeah.
All right, the year is 2023,
Okay, 2 years ago.
and the team, the New York Jets.
Fuck.
All right. Let's time the jet up. Oh, shit. That's going to be such an interesting quarterback spot. Holy cow. Because that's
Yeah.
American flag boy running across the field.
Yeah, if it's week one
Who the hell
starter,
makes... Yeah, who the hell makes... I know.
That's not what it is.
Who makes... I mean, it's got to be this guy, but I'm going to list... If I name every quarterback that makes a start, do I get 5 points?
No.
Damn.
I think this guy gets the most.
I'm going to guess you, but then I'm going to put you.
There are 4 quarterbacks that got to start.
Oh, that's...
I wrote names down.
You played
Let's see
yourself.
if I can think of a better flex, but
I have 5 of my names down.
I really think I listed the offensive lineman as the tight end.
I'm going to put you there.
Alrighty. So at quarterback, as you mentioned, there was a lot of different guys throwing the ball. Aaron Rodgers did have 1 attempt, so not the most for the team. The correct answer with 368 attempts is Zach Wilson.
Fuck. Who'd you put?
Simeon.
Simeon. The other one was Boyle, right?
It was Wilson 368, Simeon 153, and Boyle 77.
Okay. So me and Penik get 1 point for that.
I have that.
You each get 1 point for that. All right, at running back, really good running back though,
Yeah.
Breece Hall,
Breece
223 attempts.
I had
Still,
him.
Have
still
him.
it's kind of crazy that he's never gotten 1,000 yards.
Everybody had him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Garrett Wilson had 168 targets.
Yep.
Did you all have
Yeah.
him?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, the second receiver had 49 targets.
Okay, that could be a Lazard vehicle.
So it comes down a little bit. Dalton sounds like got the right answer. The correct answer is Alan
have it,
Lazard.
I think we're all running the table.
You
right
got
now.
it?
Yeah, we all have Lazard.
Nice work. The tight end actually was third place in attempts with 87 total attempts. Tyler
Conklin.
Conklin.
Got him. You have him? Deeps?
On the board.
Damn.
I need words from you, Penik.
I put Lincoln Tomlinson.
You fucker! That's my offensive lineman. That's not.
But I put that as the tight end, which is wrong.
But now,
You're right that is wrong.
Luke. But wait a second. That's not. Now my offensive lineman's not a unique answer.
Wait, I'm getting Lakin Conklin. That's what I got.
Tyler
confused.
Conklin, Lakin
A
Tomlinson.
lot of the same noises.
All right, so I'm wrong on the
There's a
tight end.
similar
I'm
way
wrong on the
sketch, you
tight
know,
end.
sketch.
All right, so
That
you're
makes
wrong
fun
on the
of
tight
inside
end,
sketch.
but you definitely blocked Dalt from getting 3 points
is
for Lakin
unbelievable.
Tomlinson.
Good D.
Thank you.
It's good D.
Who do you have listed at offensive line?
I have Mekhi Becton.
Mekhi Becton is correct. BBD?
I put Elijah Vera Tucker.
Does he
I was
qualify?
nervous about him being hurt.
Because he was hurt.
Elijah Vera
But I was more nervous about Becton being hurt.
is not one of the top 5 by starts.
That is my
And that
flex.
doesn't put him in the top 5.
So once again, my flex has been swiped from me. That's AVT was my flex.
The top 5 offensive linemen are Lakin Tomlinson,
Yep.
Mekhi Becton, Joe Tittman, Max Mitchell, and Connor McGovern.
I have Max Mitchell as my flex.
Max Mitchell as your flex. That is a 3-pointer
Toledo?
for
Where'd he go?
Could be Raging Cajuns, could not be.
I was also thinking Louisiana for a different reason.
So you had Elijah Vera Tucker as your lineman.
I put him as my O-line. No points.
Unfortunately, that's 0 for you. I know that Justin has, who'd you say for your flex?
I have Max Mitchell as my flex, and I had a unique answer, Mekhi Becton at offensive line as well.
So you get 3 points for each of those.
And for my flex, I put Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers
Yeah. You know
what?
is correct. Did you list Aaron Rodgers, Dalt? No, you did not.
That was
My flex was Elijah Vera Tucker, but that's only 1 point because BBD put him down as a wrong answer.
Alrighty, so on that for the flexes,
Rodgers was my game to game.
BBD and Penik each got 3, and Dalton only gets the 1.
Stop stealing my flexes.
So at the end of the second round, the total scores, Dalton is in third
Yep.
place now with 13 total points. Justin and BBD are tied with 15 total points.
Oh, yeah.
The Mekhi Becton 3 was huge. there.
3-pointer, Mekhi Becton, bang!
Moving into the 2010s, the year is 2017.
Okay.
Okay.
And the team, it's
Give me the Bills. This is a fun Bills year.
I want
going to be the Bills or the
I
Dolphins.
want the Dolphins.
It is exactly what you want, Dalton.
Yes!
It's 2017
Let's
Miami
go.
Dolphins.
So
Who's the quarterback?
That-
I know
yeah.
the quarterback.
You know the quarterback.
I have no idea about anybody else.
this is going to be a shit show.
It's going to be messy. It's
Yeah.
going to get sloppy.
Oh, that's a good flag. Oh, but
Who are you drafting from the Miami Dolphins for your fantasy football team while you're in college in 2017?
are you there? I'm going to say you're there.
2017, objectively, somewhat of a long time ago.
It's almost a decade ago.
Let's go.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's not right. Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's dive in.
It's going to be a bad Bills team, isn't it?
I have no idea.
All right, so the 2017 Miami Dolphins. I thought this was still Ryan Tannehill.
It's not?
It is not
I thought this was the
Ryan Tannehill.
You were just in the playoffs in 2016. He went to Tennessee that year?
It is Jay Cutler.
Oh.
Does anybody have Jay Cutler as a
No.
quarterback?
No.
We're all
Tannehill.
That was why my reaction was that of, oh, you know the quarterback. Oh. The other quarterbacks on that team, Matt Moore
That
and
was-
David Fales.
I almost put Matt Moore as my flex,
They
but I didn't feel
brought
great
back
now.
Matt Moore, huh?
Matt Moore had 127 attempts.
Because
that
Jay
year.
Cutler sucked.
I
He had the
love
He plays in London. He gets benched. It's the play standing on the side on the hash mark. Oh,
God, I missed pictures of Jay Cutler on the
just
sideline.
no, like he's on the field on an option play like this, trick play. Anyway, sorry.
Alrighty, running back. As I mentioned, the lead back and the second back only have 5 attempts between them.
Jay Ajayi is one of them.
The number one back is Jay Ajayi.
Yeah, I do have him in the flex.
I have him in my flex spot.
Okay, so you each get 1 point for the flex. Who did you have?
I refuse to say.
Okay, wide receiver, the lead receiver. This is the person you would draft from the Dolphins in your 2017 fantasy draft. He led the league in receptions.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Oh, yes, that's a unique.
Nobody had Jarvis other than
I
Dalton.
just
go.
forgot about him.
Wow.
Huge.
The number 2 receiver also had over 100 targets. Kenny Stills.
I have Kenny Stills.
I don't have Kenny Stills. I had Devontae.
No stills.
I had
hell
Devontae
yeah.
Parker as my
I had
2.
Parker.
No Stills. Devontae Parker had 9 less targets than Kenny Stills. Still 96 targets, but not a top 2 guy.
Oh,
My timeline for this guy might just be so off, but is Amendola on this team?
he did finish late.
He didn't get a target if he's on the team.
Yeah, he probably was
Probably-
2015,
Probably
2014.
I had left there already.
Or he could have been concussed. That happened
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Already tight end. The tight end is Denver Bronco great.
Julius Thomas.
Julius
Fuck!
Thomas. Anybody have him?
No, I put Charles Clay.
I
Damn
remember him
it.
going to Jacksonville, and then he went to Miami after Jacksonville.
Yes, I thought he was still in Jacksonville because he signed like a 3-year deal with Jacksonville in like 2016.
I put Durham Smythe.
I thought of him.
Yeah,
The blocking tight end. Yeah, too early probably.
Yeah, I
I
don't
did
see him.
Gesicki.
yeah, and that's where I figured you guys were thinking of. Top 5
It
fantasy
looks
tight end.
like
Gesicki.
Anthony Fasano was the backup tight end on that team.
Wow, he was still there. That's his second stint then.
He only got 16 targets, but
Yeah.
no other tight end got any more than that.
Former
So.
Titan, Chief Cowboy.
All right,
Blockers.
O-line. Dalt, who do you have?
Pouncey.
Which one?
Marquise. Mike.
Unfortunately,
I didn't put a name. It's one of them. Like it's the Pouncey twins.
Team is
I
one
did
pound.
specify last
center.
time
It's-
that I am requesting first names on offensive linemen.
Mike Pouncey. I know both names. Mike Pouncey and Marquise Pouncey. I will give you both names.
What do you guys think? You want to give it to him?
Yes.
I'm fine with it.
No, I feel like if
Mike Pouncey played for the Dolphins. Marquise Pouncey played for the Steelers. Is that good enough clarification? I'm saying it now.
I feel
Final
like,
answer.
I feel like this is a huge 3 points that Dalton Philly may get.
I forgot it's a 3.
It's a massive 3 points. That's why I'm asking.
I now just said Mike Pouncey plays for the Dolphins. Marquise plays for the Steelers. I'm giving you both teams. Clear as day.
You initially were wrong.
Do you want to not give it? Fine. If you want to be like that, fine. Don't give me points. No points.
Panik, who do you have?
He's wrong. I put Richie Incognito because we can laugh about it.
Beebs,
idea.
who do you have?
I wrote Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil is correct. I was shocked you didn't name him after doing the Laramie Tunsil gas mask.
I thought he was doing Darth Vader.
I didn't realize you did that.
Alrighty, the rest of the O-linemen, Jesse Davis, Jamon Bushrod, Jawan James, and Ted Larson.
Okay.
All right, who do we have as our flexes?
I had Jai. It's 1 point.
Jay Ajayi, 1 point.
I also had Ajayi as my flex.
That's another point.
I remember Arian Foster being a Dolphin. I threw him out there.
Did he play in that 2017 team?
Let's take a look.
I would guess no.
I would also guess no.
I am not getting Arian Foster when I command
There's a
F.
lot of Texans, Dolphins crossover.
Kenny Stills, yeah.
So that is a 0 point for the flex spot for you. At the end of 3 rounds, we have an incredibly close game. In third place with 17 points, we have Dalton Feely. In second place, just 1 point ahead of him, we have Justin Penik. Then in first place, just 1 point ahead of him, we have BBD. We know it's going to be the Bills. I am spinning the wheel. We have the 2012 Buffalo Bills.
What the fuck? Like,
Oh, what's your name? Oh, I hope that's right. That'd be an awesome poll.
is there any recognizable offensive linemen?
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. You have to be there. All right, I got my names.
Can't wait. Alrighty. Starting at quarterback, where they definitely had a starter, 505 attempts. The second most was 5 attempts. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Got him.
Let's go.
I put EJ Manuel because I wanted it.
I really thought about him.
I did too. He was 2013's draft.
Oh, mother trucker.
Alrighty.
Wrong. I lose.
Speaking of first-round picks, the running back, 207 attempts for C.J. Spiller.
C.J. Spiller.
He's in my flex.
I have him as my starting running back. Is that a point or 3? Because he does have Spiller at the wrong spot though.
Since we've been blocking 3 points, regardless of the position, that's happened a few times now with Laken Tomlinson. So just 1 point for each.
I have Spiller also on my flex.
Alrighty.
And
I had Fred
okay.
Jackson as my
I also had Fred Jackson.
I have Fred Jackson as my flex. We each get a point. I get a point for that one then.
Fred Jackson had 115 attempts. Is the second most. Receivers. The leading receiver had 148 targets, over 1,000 yards. Probably the guy you take in fantasy from this team. We've got Stevie Johnson.
Stevie. Yeah.
Everybody got
I'll
him?
never forget my guy.
Yep.
Except for
Alrighty.
the several minutes it took me to try to remember him.
The second receiver, only 67 attempts versus that 148 from Stevie, 400 yards. We have Donald Jones.
Donald Jones.
Anybody have Donald Jones?
I had Robert Woods, and I was debating Robert Foster as another option.
The third receiver they have listed here is Brad Smith.
Nope.
Nah.
Wide receiver / quarterback.
So Woods was later. All right.
I put John Brown, which was also later.
All right.
Yeah.
Their tight end was their second leading receiver,
Scott Chandler, please.
Scott
Yes!
Chandler.
Let's go.
Did anybody else have Scott Chandler?
Nope.
I just wrote Smith.
Yeah, I'm not going to give that one to you.
Let's
Lee Smith
go.
was on the team, but he was a wide receiver. Brad Smith, as I said, also not.
I put Charles Clay, which I think was later.
Dolphins. Yeah.
I thought he was a Bill too.
He was after the Dolphins. It was Dolphins,
oh,
then
fuck,
Bills.
I got my time
All right.
confused.
It's all up to the O-line here because we already know all of your flexes.
You're a
Right
freak if you
now,
put a lineman.
Dalt is in the lead. Beebs, who did you list as your offensive lineman?
This is where I hit the Richie Incognito button.
I think it's early. He's probably on the Dolphins still.
He is not one of the starting 5.
Or he's a Raider at this point. I put John Feliciano, but I'm 7 years too early.
All right.
Well, dead on. Too early.
He might have been a Chief. I put Mitchell Morse.
Mitchell Morse is not one of the starters.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's on the
Gross.
roster at all.
Yeah.
Zeros all around.
Let's
and
hear this O-line group.
The O-line group is, and I apologize for all pronunciations, Andy Levitry, I don't know.
Andy Levitry.
Levitry, sure. Eric Wood, Cordy Glenn,
Cordy Glenn. Oh, big tackle. Duh.
Chris Hairston, and Eric Piers?
Cordy Glenn's the big one that we missed. Okay.
Alrighty. And you guys all had full Fred Jackson as your...
Or CJ Spiller.
Or CJ Spiller as your flexes.
We all got a flex.
So you each got a
Spiller's rookie
point
year.
there. Alrighty, so that brings us to the end of the game. Our final standings in third place with 20 points, we have Justin Penik. In second place with 22, BBD. And then in first place, ball don't lie, Mike Pouncey, Marquise Pouncey.
Mike, who cares? Give me any of the
It
Pouncies.
don't matter. Go Gators.
Let's go.
We have Dalton Feely.
Comment EJ Manuel greater than Jameis Winston if you made it this far in the video.
Which is your favorite Pouncey?
Appreciate everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to BBD for
Thanks,
being here.
Beebs. Thanks, Lucas.
Congrats, Dalton, for winning this video. Congrats, Lucas, for being under center yet again. And congrats to me for making it through yet another day. Like, comment, and subscribe. EJ Manuel greater than Jameis Winston. We'll see you next time.